Yasharahla. Qam Yasharahla.
Who are they? The children of Israel. So who are we? If the children of Israel are going through these curses, what does that make us? Who do you say?
We are these people.
If the children of Israel are going through this curse, where the man that we were good at one point, but we're now cursed, and we're evil towards our brother, evil towards our wife, and evil towards our children, and even leaving our children, who are we then if that's the children of Israel being spoken about?
Right. That's right.
That's right. The children of Israel. 10 verse 12.
But then you have men, okay, men, they like women, that's just natural. And they have this children without, it's like they just have them and just move on. And then they go through it again, they got 20 youth, and 10 youth up there. Any man, or any boy,
Yeah,
can have a child.
Yeah, but it's different between being a man and being a father, or being a boy and being a father. But this is what a father is meant to be doing. Verse 25 and 8.
Alright, it's the book of Timothy, chapter 5 and verse 8, and it reads, "But if any provide not for his own, and especially for those of his own house."
So if someone doesn't provide for their own, and especially those of his own house, meaning what? His own children, because the children are meant to be in the house.
"He have denied the faith, and is worse than an infidel."
So you got some of these people that are claiming that, like, they may even claim that they believe in God. They're saying, oh yeah, praise Jah, but they got 20 children and they're not even looking after them. That's folly.
That's folly. Yeah.
That's Genesis 18 verse 19. That's what our Father is meant to be doing.
Genesis 18 verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his
This
children.
is for I know him. And the Lord, firstly, he's meant to even know you. If you're a man of the Lord is meant to have some type of relationship with you. And there's a way of where you can have a relationship with the Lord. But 1 John chapter 2 verse 3.
And his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment, that the Lord may bring upon Abraham that which he hath spoken.
Read that again.
Genesis 18 verse 19. For I know him, that he will command his children.
That he will command his children. So we don't have households because our fathers, they've left the household for whatever reason. Like you said, they're going out to sell drugs and now they're in prison. Or they're going out to sell drugs and now they're broke and now they're going out to the countryside to go and make even more money, but they got a child at home. But the father is meant to be in the household commanding his children. That's the role of the father. That he's meant to be providing for his own household and commanding his children.
That's right.
But what commanding his children to do what though? It can't just be anything. Because anyone can have a father in a household, but it doesn't make the household righteous and it doesn't make it fruitful unless they're doing that.
And his household after him, and they shall keep the way of the Lord to do justice and judgment.
They said he'll command his household and his children. So he's talking about his wife, he's going to be commanded. His children, he's going to be commanded. So that's why we have a lot of issues. Because sometimes children, they despise the authority of their parents. And even wives, they can despise the authority of the husband. And then it's a curse as well that is being placed upon us. That there's no unity in the household. So our households are being destroyed. And now our children are easy targets with social media, with the school system, and all these types of things, and people that are chilling on the block, saying, yeah, come here, come and do this, I got a plan for you.
Right.
Boys and girls, going into all types of
You
wicked.
say that, you say that, but I know somebody, a child, a boy child, is more fearful of his mother than he is of the boys on the road. And the boy now is doing well. Like, I'm a parent, and if I've got a son, he's more frightened of what I'll do to him than what, say, some gunman out there's going to do to him. I've done my job.
Yeah, but
I've done my job. I'm keeping him safe.
But the reason is that the mother isn't there to be fearful. That's only happening because we don't have fathers in our household. Fathers instill natural fear, they don't even have to try it. But women, when they're in the household as mothers with no father in the household, they have to overdo
You have to
it.
play both parts.
No, we're not playing
You
both.
have to play both parts.
Yeah, you have to, but we shouldn't. That's not the position that the Lord has ordained us to
In
be.
an ideal world,
Yeah.
but we're not living in an ideal world.
Yeah, I know, because of these curses, and we fell away from the Most High. Read Sarah.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 1. He that loveth his son,
He that loveth his son, so a father that loves his son, what?
causeth him to oft to feel the rod,
Causes him to what?
to oft to feel the rod, that he may have joy of him in the end.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That's the role of the father, to instill the fear.
My son is more frightened of the broomstick that I'm going to lick him with than with his friends saying, indoctrinating him into being some gang member.
I understand, but it also causes confusion, because what we need is the father to instill that fear, and the mother to just be that comfort. Because that's the righteous balance that the Lord has ordained. When the mother becomes that fear, what it can do to the son is he can start mistreating women. And that's why we have in a community so many of the single mother households and the sons mistreating women and making them out as whores.
Keep the children busy. Keep your sons busy. What they're doing running up and down Houston High Street on a Saturday, what they're looking for, something they haven't lost.
Hey, that's why we're here, Mum.
Get them into football or acting or Kumon or something. But they haven't got time to be running up and down looking for something they haven't lost. Anyway, fellas, I don't mean to disrespect
Alright, cool.
you.
What's your nationality?
My nationality.
Yeah, who are you? What did God say? What did God say? What did God say? Who are you?
We're all one.
Alright, Romans chapter 11 verse 1.
You have one?
Yeah.
Is it in your heart?
Forever.
So if I called you 20, 60 years,
I'm going to read one word.
I call out
Okay.
I'm a Baptist.
As a matter of fact, the Bible says I'm a
I respect what you're saying.
One number. Baptist. What are that and you're a Baptist?
What people don't realize is that all these denominations have been created under the guise of the Roman Catholic Church.
That's what I'm saying, because we're in slavery, we just latched onto any type of doctrine. Not even a doctrine, like, we'll actually call ourselves this thing. We call ourselves, I am a Baptist. Like, what does that mean?
Alright, book of Sirach, chapter 30 and verse 11.
Excuse me, how do you believe in the Bible?
Book of Sirach, chapter 30, verse 11. Give him no liberty in his youth, and wink not at his follies.
That's speaking about how a father should be dealing with his child. Like, don't give him liberty in his youth.
Right,
When you're a son, you're in your teenage years.
right.
You don't. It's not the time for liberty. It's not the time for freedom. And let's say you can't have leisure time, but like, we all know in our teenage years, we got to the most mystery. You know, got to the most mystery. And if we had fathers in our household that were telling us, hey, yeah, man, get this done, work on this, build yourself on this trade, like learn something that's actually going to benefit you when you finish your teenage years.
Right.
So that you're in a position when you do want to get a woman that you can actually look after her properly.
Right.
Rather than playing around in the teenage years, like you have nothing better to do because you aren't even a father showing you what you should be doing.
Right? Yeah. Can I have number 12? Alright, go on. Verse 30, Sirach chapter 30, verse 12. Bow down his neck while he is young, and beat him on the sides while he is a child, lest he wax stubborn.
Right, it doesn't say the mother beat him. It says he should be on the side. Right. It's gonna cause so much confusion if your mother is beating you. Like, it's gonna look, it just looks weird. Like, because who you're gonna go to for comfort?
Exactly.
If the same person you're going to is the same person
The one
beating you.
beats you.
Yeah. Not to say your father.
Confusion.
how much time your father gives and live? And then your mother take them, come.
Yeah.
Cause your father gave you something. No, I'll lick you, see. And then your mum was like, no, son. And he's trying to get off to give you a lick. And then afterwards, your dad storm off. And then she's hugging you up, trying to minister to your wounds.
But that's how it should be.
Right.
Yeah. But the Lord knows what he was doing when he created.
Yeah.
It's not confusion. He's not the author of confusion. He put confusion in the house. He knows what he requires of us as men and women as well. And mothers and fathers. The Bible. What you saying?
I'm in a hurry, but I'm not going to touch you.
Alright, cool. Are you an Israelite?
You passing by? You passing by?
But you know your royalty, right? You know your royalty,
You're
right?
king.
Did you know that?
Yeah, that's what they say. We're not tired of that. It's within.
But then you know royalty can't go. You know royalty can't go everywhere, right? No, you don't need. Yo, brother, you don't need to go on camera. Hey, lad.
You just see it, sir.
Yo, you don't need to go on camera, bro. Like it's facing us. It's facing them. It's facing us. But we're speaking to you, bro. Ignore that. That's facing us.
That's facing them.
Now I understand. You got a few minutes here. So you believe in the Bible?
I believe in the Bible, yeah.
Yeah. So what we're saying
Not
is,
everything in the Bible.
what is it you don't believe in?
Like, it's been diluted many times.
Is it?
Wait. Not like, you see, like, look, before I get my paycheck, it's been gone through
Tax.
many years before it got to me.
Before I get to you, yeah.
You see me like
What
that,
about
so-
some of us who understand? What about some of us who actually understand the original language of the Bible? And I tell you that it hasn't been diluted. This was the original language of the Bible, Paleo Hebrew.
I always got room for like some knowledge and some wisdom. And
Hey, let a brother drop you some knowledge for a few seconds, and then obviously you can head out with your woman. All right? Yeah.
This is the book of 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 9.
yeah.
But ye are a chosen generation, a royal priesthood.
Right.
It says you are chosen. Who's the chosen people upon the earth? Let's be real. You are the chosen people.
Who cooks the best? Who cooks the best food?
I know it's my mom, I don't know.
So which set of people cook the best food? Who's the fastest runners? Who's the strongest fighters? Who's the most intelligent, come up with the greatest inventions that other people have to steal from?
That was a new one that I learned recently. I'm never too old to learn. I realized that these traffic lights, I never knew that. Growing up,
we made that.
traffic lights are black. No,
Yes.
black bulb.
Yes.
So that's the most important.
Even coming down to even coming down to the shoes you are wearing. Even down to the shoes we wear.
Like, we set all the trends on the earth.
Yes.
Even after 500 years of slavery. Why are we setting trends? Why does everyone want to be like us? It don't make sense. Unless it's divine or son of the Lord.
As soon as it's written on me, I know most Caucasians they fly out to truck in the country. Which is the black people's spot. Just to catch a tongue. Why they trying to be darker? They're not happy with the skin.
They're not.
But
They convince us that they hate us, but deep down they actually worship us.
which book is real? This is the confusion. Which book? So much books been out there.
They're holding one. They're holding one.
Look, I haven't seen this one before. So when do you copy it? You don't sell them as well.
No, we don't sell them still, but we use them for points of reference. It's not long books. You know, we can say the Bible is the best book and it show you that it's not a religious book, it's a history book of your forefathers.
See, look, sometimes people read stuff and then they word out to how they digest it. Their own mind.
Yeah.
You got somebody else because like break it down like different.
Well, guess what?
That's more better. So
And now guess what's happened? What's your name, bro?
I've read it back
What's your
and
name?
forth, but not this one.
What's your name?
Huh?
What's your name?
Jason.
Jason, Andrew. Guess what? You've just bumped into the people that'll break it down for you.
Yeah, so what do you know do though?
We be out here every single blood. You ain't been out here, bro. We out here every
I'm
single
on the back roads. I ain't seen you.
Blood,
It's the first time.
every single Saturday. Hey, worked out though. Every single Saturday, we be out here from that one
Without
thing.
failure.
Without failure.
Every Saturday without
Not every other side.
Blood. We're here every Saturday. Rare occasions we may go somewhere else, but more time we be here on the grand scheme of things.
So you're a fuck. Can I buy that stick off you? What's up on that one?
We don't have another one available. Well, hey, we got something better than a stick. We got water for you.
Yeah.
We got this food for you. We got this living word, bro, that can sustain you, bro. You understand? So,
I won't lie though. See, we didn't know. I was looking to dash out, but within a little couple of seconds, a couple of minutes.
hey, the spirit bear witness, bro.
Hands up, son. Something game that I never knew.
Just know, you see this book, you see when you read this book, right?
So something made me to stop it. I don't know.
Hey, the Lord.
Something make you stop it. The Most High make you stop it.
Right.
The Most High make you stop it. The way can
Something drove me to
So what we're gonna show you?
So have you not got cards or what we do?
Yeah, actually, you got a brother's
He's gonna give it.
yeah, a brother's gonna give it to you. A brother's gonna give it to you. Don't worry. But what we're saying is that this Bible only speaks about our people. Your name's Jason, right?
Yes.
If in a letter, I'm gonna say, Jason, I'm gonna give you this house. I'm gonna give you all this food. I'm gonna give you all this finance.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you everything you need.
This is quality.
Yeah? No, okay, very quickly. Yeah? So what I'm saying is, what country are you from?
Huh?
What country?
Mom's Cuban, I was born here. Mom's Kenyan.
Okay,
That's East.
but your dad is Cuban, right?
Yes.
I want to let you know that you're not
That's
just
around the corner.
you're not just a Cuban. You're literally an Israelite from the tribe of Manasseh. So when you read the Bible, you're reading about your great forefather. Yeah. Yeah. That's you, bro. You're not just a Cuban. You're royalty. Yeah.
Why not, bro? I'm coming, bro.
Big man, you didn't walk past it. You didn't walk past it for no reason. Yeah. Here this one. Here this one precept. Proverbs chapter 20 and verse 24. Man's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way?
Yeah. So you live local, yeah?
Of course.
Brother, come back here next
I'm
week.
enough wisdom.
Come back here next week, Saturday. If I see you walking past the street and I just don't see you come up to us, I'm gonna get on you. You understand?
You're gonna
Come back next week, Saturday.
Say no more.
Qam Yasharahla.